Kaspa just pumped 7.38% in 24 hours, while the broader crypto market only gained 4.48%. But here's what they're not telling you. This isn't just another altcoin pump. This is the beginning of a fundamental shift in how we think about blockchain scalability and adoption. The numbers don't lie, and what I'm seeing in the on-chain data is explosive. We're talking about a blockchain that processed 653,000 transactions on August 21st with a market cap in the billions, while Bitcoin, worth trillions, only processed 447,000 transactions the same day. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. The timing couldn't be more perfect, and I'll show you exactly why insiders are loading their bags before August 31st. Here's where it gets interesting. While retail has been chasing dog coins and celebrity tokens, the real players have been positioning for Kaspa's Kasplex Layer 2 mainnet launch happening in less than 10 days. Look at this tweet right here from Kaspa Daily. Yesterday alone, daily transactions spiked to 791,000 while active wallets reached 321,000. This isn't speculation. This is real network activity preparing for a massive upgrade. But here's what they're not telling you about this Layer 2 launch. This isn't just adding smart contracts to Kaspa. This is transforming it from a payment network into a full-scale DeFi and NFT powerhouse. The historical precedent? Kaspa already surged 40% in July 2025 when Kasplex was first announced. The conspiracy theorists might be onto something here. The timing of this announcement, right as Bitcoin dominance sits at 58.19% and the market shows signs of altcoin rotation? No coincidence. Smart money has been quietly accumulating while everyone else was distracted by macro fears. This upgrade unlocks tokenized assets, DeFi protocols, and NFT marketplaces on the fastest proof-of-work chain ever built. We're talking about 100 millisecond block times with sub-second confirmations. Traditional chains can't compete with this level of performance, and this is just the beginning. Once developers realize they can build high-frequency DeFi applications on a truly decentralized, proof-of-work foundation, the capital rotation will be massive. The window won't stay open long. Early adopters who positioned before mainnet launch could see explosive returns as the narrative shifts. Now watch what happens next. The technical analysis is painting a picture that should have every serious trader paying attention. Kaspa just broke above its 7-day simple moving average at $0.0879 and reclaimed the 30-day exponential moving average at $0.0903. But that's not even the biggest news. Look at this tweet from Altcoinpedia. Kaspa is on the verge of breaking through its weekly trendline resistance. A quick move could push it into the 14 cents range. This is the breakout pattern we've been tracking for weeks, and it's finally happening. The RSI sits at 44.87, showing room for significant upside movement. Trading volume exploded 70% to $86.7 million, confirming this breakout has real buying pressure behind it. While the MACD remains slightly bearish at -0.00089, that's actually bullish. It means we're not overbought yet. Here's what the smart money knows. Once KS closes decisively above $0.094, the next targets are 11 cents to 12 cents. But that's just the beginning. Look at this analysis from Scape Squad. KS still holding very strongly to its deep, plus 100, daily moving average. The trend is continuing to move upward. 0.20 Kaspa will return faster than most expect. The 23.6% Fibonacci retracement level sits at $0.106. That's our first resistance. But if we break through with volume, the path to challenging the all-time high at 20 cents becomes clear. Failure risks a pullback to $0.085, but the overall trend structure remains bullish. The timing couldn't be more perfect with the Layer 2 launch catalyst providing fundamental support for this technical breakout. But here's where the story gets absolutely insane. What I'm about to show you destroys every bear case against Kaspa and proves why this blockchain is operating on a completely different level. Look at this tweet from DeFi Oracle. On October 22nd, Kaspa processed 15.79 million transactions in a single day. That's more than Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Dogecoin combined during the same 24-hour period. And here's the kicker. The network achieved this while running at only 1 BPS, blocks per second. Today it's already scaling at 10 BPS, multiplying throughput and proving the system can handle massive demand without breaking a sweat. The narrative that no one uses Kaspa just completely collapsed when faced with real data. While everyone was sleeping on this blockchain, It was quietly processing more transactions than chains worth 100x more. This advantage comes from Kaspa's revolutionary block DAG architecture. Instead of linear chains that create bottlenecks, blocks can be created in parallel. This enables 100 millisecond block times and sub-second confirmation speed that traditional proof-of-work chains cannot match. But the ecosystem momentum extends far beyond just technical metrics. Swissborg listed KS on August 5th, broadening retail access. The upcoming Berlin conference on September 13th will showcase new developments. Projects like PPKS, Play to Earn app, are launching. Even the memecoin activity is explosive. Goldcoin surged over 100% weekly, drawing speculative interest to the KRC20 ecosystem. This isn't just institutional adoption. Retail is starting to wake up. Look at this perspective from Kaspa Silver. A 2 billion plus market cap pure proof-of-work system put in 653K transactions on August 21st. A 2 trillion plus market cap pure proof-of-work system put in 447K transactions on August 21st. When people say no one uses KS, they are in denial. The math is simple. Relative to market cap size, Kaspa is already being used more than Bitcoin. This isn't speculation or marketing, it's verifiable on-chain data visible to anyone watching. Each block adds to the proof, and every day the numbers continue climbing. Kaspa isn't following the path of legacy chains, it's showing what comes next. But here's the explosive intelligence that changes everything. While everyone's focused on Layer 2 launches and technical analysis, insiders have been tracking something much bigger brewing behind the scenes. Binance already has deep ties to Kaspa that most retail investors completely missed. They've been listing KS on their futures market, operating a Kaspa mining pool that launched this year, and maintaining contact with Kaspa developers for over 2 years. The pattern recognition here is insane. Binance historically rolls out spot listings after futures support. Just look at Solana and Cardano. They follow the exact same playbook every time. Futures first, mining integration, then the spot listing that sends prices parabolic. And those cryptic Binance tweets recently, coming home to hash Binance, wow, that's not coincidence. That's preparation for something massive. The timing couldn't be more perfect with back-to-back catalysts hitting within 2 weeks. August 31st brings Kasplex Layer 2 with EVM compatibility and 10 blocks per second throughput. September 13th delivers Kaspa's first community conference showcasing block DAG technology and real-world use cases. If Binance wanted the perfect window to announce a listing, this is it. The fundamentals are lining up for the most explosive altcoin move of 2025. Kaspa's total circulating supply sits at 92%, meaning virtually zero inflation risk. Research firms are praising its based roll-up model as the solution to blockchain fragmentation. Market conditions are screaming altcoin rotation. Bitcoin dominance is sliding, trading volumes are climbing, and sentiment sits neutral enough for fresh capital inflows. Historically, projects like Kaspa with strong narratives see the biggest pumps when capital rotates out of BTC. The price targets are absolutely insane if this Binance listing materializes. Analysts are floating 13 cents, 0.15 post-smart contracts, 37 cents on a Binance announcement, and $1 plus during full alt season. That's 1030x potential from current levels. But here's what they're not telling you about the risk-reward setup. Kaspa has low correlation with Bitcoin and moderate liquidity, making it the perfect vehicle for outsized returns. Historical Binance listings show 20 to 50% pumps in the first days, followed by sustained momentum. When you combine a potential Binance listing with smart contracts, community conference, and growing ecosystem traction, this setup could carry KS much higher than just a listing bounce. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how the market perceives proof-of-work scalability. The question isn't whether Kaspa has the fundamentals, it does. The question is whether Binance is ready to pull the trigger. And if the intelligence we're tracking is correct, Kaspans may not have to wait much longer. This isn't following, this is leading. Don't get washed away by volatility. The window is closing fast, and tomorrow's episode will reveal what we've discovered about the next explosive catalyst.